Hi, hello everyone. I am from Humble Tree. Today we will discuss the ghost for the green area, Loctus. They are really the ghost in every sense because when they cross the area, they eat all the green leaves and the greenery around that area and they make it barely barren area. As you can see in the picture in the Rajasthan, how they came and in some minutes they eat in the mango upper layer and this man comes to save it from the bamboo. Actually, they run away by the bamboo. So we will discuss here about the Loctus impact on agriculture. Second, the area covered by the Loctus and their impact. And the third, historical link because of it. And the fourth, climate link. That is very important for our UPSC syllabus for the mains prospective even. Historical links, you will be amazed to know that they have the huge significance from the historical time and the five political dimension to it. It has small but very interesting to know. Let's see further. Even I told you that they are the ghost for the agriculture area. They really are ghost because you can see in the picture what they have done to this agriculture field. It became a barren land when they crossed over it. And when they crossed, they even more they increased their population day by day. You know, Pakistan has not created national emergency for coronavirus just in 4 days, but in 4 days they have created national emergency for the epidemic created by these ghost riders known as Loctus in their area, and they can be able to heavily impact in India even. India food security, because if they cannot be able to stop in the Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh, then we'll see the significant impact in India. And most important thing, they can be able to travel 15 kilometer per hour. That is the dangerous thing. Just think, if they can be able to cross 15 kilometer per hour by eating that area, they can be able to cover nearly 375 kilometer a day. So that is very bad for India or any other agriculture country whose economy mostly dependent on agriculture. You know, India 49% of the people depend on agriculture, and agriculture gives us nearly 16% of the GDP. And even in coronavirus time, you can think what will happen. You know, even they have been said that they are working in batches, like when they will produce for the any area, they have nearly 80 million of the population in one batch. In India they have entered with the nearly 6 to 7 batches, so you can understand the damage they can be able to put in India. Also known as the devastating wave. It means that whenever they come in the area, they destroy, devastate the agricultural field, greenery of that place. So nothing will remain over there. If you have no food, then the famine kind of situation will come, and that is really devastating. No, one information here, FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization, used to issue warning with the Joint Declaration of Pakistan. We will see further how they do it. Now, first we'll discuss here historical impacts of the Loctus and who put eye on Loctus. That whenever they used to get spread over an area, the countries used to watch over it and inform the other country, and they try to kill it even on the originated area. So the Loctus has been discussed in the ancient book even Quran, Hindu books like Puran and all, even in Bible, that Loctus has been discussed in a significant way, and they have damaged since the ancient time to the agriculture field. So that's why they are much more important and everybody known to them. But in recent, the impact has not been seen so more. So that's why we know very less about them. Now, 1812. India started the record of the Loctus. The British India has started keeping the record because they feel that whenever the Loctus came, they destroy the all area. So by having a record, they can be able to measure the time and the distance which they cover. They can be able to save some of the agriculture fields. And 1926, even they established the Karachi warning station for this Loctus. Now you see the importance of Loctus. They have to establish a Karachi warning station. So from there they used to inform all the country that Loctus has created. Actually, they used to get created in the Balochistan area, and from there they used to spread whole the continent of South Asia. So that's why the Karachi warning station at that time very important. Now after that, India has started its own station in Jodhpur, and, and that is under the Directorate of the Plant Protection and Quarantine and Shortage. Means the to save the food from getting shortage for the people, they used to already issue the all the directions so that they can be able to save the food, and it is in the Ministry of Agriculture. It has to be Ministry of Agriculture because it used to destroy mainly the agricultural land. And the Locust Warning Organization, LWO. This works with the FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization, to give the warning, early warning that locust is coming. Like Delhi has been warned that locust is coming, prepared with the pesticide to kill them. Now, here, the most important picture you see here, actually, you'll see to laugh might be, but actually this works. The vibration of these plates, the metals, when you create the vibration, the locusts used to get run away from that area because it makes them directionless. But that vibration has to be much more on the bigger scale. So in Rajasthan, people even have use the drum to beat and put the direction away to the locust so that they will not come into that area. So you can understand right now the history of locust and people awareness about the locust. Now here we will see the timeline when locusts get originated in a particular area, then from child to adult, how they will become the adult. This is important because if you know the first and second stage, then you can actually stop them in the second stage. So look, 10 to 65 days they lay their eggs when the particular atmosphere is there. After that, the solitary and the generators used to get created. That is 24 to 95 days. That is a huge amount of time in which you can be able to get known to them and you can control and kill them even. After that, they become the flying adults, 2.5 to 5 months, and they started venturing this world and making their adventure to destroy the world. So here is the timeline. Now, climate link, this is very important. This really puts a main question, so you must read. Apart from here, also research on the website that what are the things came related to them and what are the other impacts will come that I will mention in the my further videos. First, IOD, Indian Ocean Dipole. This is the Indian Ocean phenomena. When in Indian Ocean Dipole used to come, then it increases the temperature. In 2019, what it's done, it increases the +2 degree of temperature. Because of this, conventional rainfall happens, this whole area. So because of this, the temperature used to get perfect for them. How that's happened, we'll see. When Indian Ocean Dipole in the western and eastern area get heated, then because of the warming, 2 degrees Celsius temperature increased. When the temperature increased, heavy rainfall occur in the Southwest Asia and as well as in the Horn of Africa, Oman, Yemen, and because of this, dry sand become heavily moisture, and when they become the heavily moisture, they given the perfect breeding ground for the locusts, and they got bigger and bigger, and after that, they have completely eaten the Oman, Yemen, and Horn of Africa agriculture produce. Even they're already deserted, but because of the rain, the heavy vegetation come that is in the form of grasslands, not in the form of particular food. So their remaining food has been destroyed because of this locusts. And after that, because of the air, they traveled up to their traditional places from Saudi Arabia to Iran first, then they came to Pakistan and the Balochistan area. And when they can be able to enter into the Balochistan area, they got the good vegetation over there because of the recent rainfall, which is huge in amount because of Indian Ocean Dipole. And when they came up to this place, they grown into the larger groups, like the 80 million of the 6 to 7 batches has been created, and from Pakistan they have entered into the India, Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh, and there is a news that 50,000 hectare of the area they have been already eaten. So now you can be able to think about the impact they can be able to make just in few days. So what they will do in the further coming days in India, and what if they can be able to cross the India, then the smaller nearby countries who doesn't have too much of resources, then how they will fight with them, like Pakistan, and after Pakistan, India, then Bangladesh, Nepal, and all. Some important facts we should know. Like first, I told you about the political significance. That what happened when the Locust attack are started in any area, then that country used to inform the other country. Normally, used to get started in the Balochistan area of Pakistan. But what Pakistan has done, Pakistan has not given the clear picture of that area, and even their agriculture land has been destroyed. And after that, they have not put the good amount of pesticide into their control. So that another became a problem when they didn't put the pesticides in a good amount. Their population has increased and they easily came into the Indian part. So India FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization, has blamed India, Pakistan, and that they do not provide the pesticides over the particular time. Because of this, they have the devastating effect right now, because these two countries have the agreement on the locust attack since 1947 itself. Now the locusts in South Asian countries can be able to go Bangladesh, Nepal, so that if India can be able to stop it in the own country, in India itself, then these two countries will be saved and they will be, placed to have the India in the front, and they will support India in any other cause. If we can be able to stop it, then the 13 Lotus attack from 1992 to 2019 happened. No, why this happened after 1992? Because the Indian Ocean dipole phenomena has been since occurs every year. Because of that, the dry land used to get the rainfall, like the Horn of Africa, Yemen, Oman, and Saudi Arabia. So because of that, the heavy rainfall used to happen over there, and the locust spread used to get increased. So 13 times India can be able to stop it. How? Because at that time we have levers and the pesticide in a good amount. But now we lack two of the things. The major companies are not open for the like creating the pesticides, manufacturing pesticides, and the labor second. Labors are not there who will stop them. Every labor has been vacated the multiple cities to their hometown. So these are the two problems that India has, that is actually work negative for India. As already told you, if they can be able to eat the 50,000 hectares of the land nearly in 2 to 3 days, then what they will do in the other part of the country. So our country must be prepared, and we best hope that our country will stop the locusts from eating the greenery area which we love the most, to eat to do not let them eat the further area. Thank you for listening me. If you like me and like my voice for the information, then I'll come for the new set of videos which will inform you about the UPSC mains and the prelims questions perspective. So thank you for listening me. Hit the like button, light it up, and subscribe my channel to get the further updates. Thank you for listening, buddies.